Welcome, and we are back to see the time that we got reincarnated as a slime. Episode 9. Episode 9. Last time. Last time. That hurt. Um, good news is that we have a new body. Bad news, we lost the love of our lives. So I would say that yeah, that was a pretty bad exchange. But with this new body of course, new possibilities, new stories will come on for sure. Some really funny, probably some very sad as well. So I don't know what to expect. Oh yeah, and we probably has like a major villain, which is like the demon lord or whatever, and we also has which could be the villain of this episode or maybe for a couple episodes, with Mask of Crow, and which I feel is going to be the villain of this episode specifically, which we saw in the ground in the last scene of the last episode. So let's just go. Okay, so that was episode 9 of this life. This life is such a good term. Come on. This life of Rimuru the Best. This should be the title. This life of Rimuru the Best. It's not that I don't like the time that I got reincarnated. Like it's just too long. And kind of spoiler, right, for what happened in the first episode. But this life is such a good. I'm just remembering. Um, so I don't think I don't have much thing to say because one, I want to see the next episode, but I will say some things. First of all, I don't rewatch the whole ending again, but I watch like the part in the ending when we saw like and show like everyone with Rimiro in the center and like a lot of people, and for a long time we only knew Rangam, Gupta, and who more? I forgot. There's one more. Oh yeah, the king, now king, of the goblins. Now everyone there we know because all of them appear in this episode and are now going to our new village, city. Yeah, I'm sure in no time gonna be even more than a city, gonna be a kingdom, and yeah, people are gonna begin to notice. Like even like small and completely isolated people are already noticing. So yeah. First of all, the guy, the red one, right, with the red armor and red hair, all fire powers, of course. He is the next. He said that he is like the next leader of the Ogre clan. Okay, so I'm seeing, and Hirimiro even points that he using a Japanese armor. He has probably a Japanese sword, um, which got to say that the Ogre clan, I don't know if it is the only Ogre clan that we're gonna see in this universe, but his Ogre clan for sure has a Japanese style, and you can see for the other guy, the old guy that is kind of his servant, maybe the master as well, because we always have the relationship between an old guy that is teaching and a brat disciple that yeah, we know that very well in fiction. It's very common, and I have a lot of questions about that. Come on. So who is the leader of the clan, right? um Maybe it is. I don't think it is, but maybe it is one of them that are already there. It could be the old guy. It could be. I don't think it could be the young sister, but it could be the woman with purple hair. It could be anyone there, or is another person. It is probably his father. I don't know. Um, and he basically said that they got attacked by orcs. I don't remember for sure, and I don't want to go back to watch right now. But it was what, and also about a guy with a mask or something. It could be the thing that we saw in the last episode. Well, I was thinking that, of course, that guy was going to use that pig to attack Rimuru, but apparently he's going to attack other places like the Ogres. Could it be that? Um, and now with Dan, probably what we're gonna see next episode is Rimuru together with Dan facing this big guy and maybe the guy with the mask. Also, if it is really true, and if he's really using the same mask that it was before, it's kind of weird because, like, oh yeah, after they fight a long time talking, and he had to pick the mask, look closely. Oh yeah, that do not look like the mask of a crow. Like, if it is true, like, it's kind of funny. Come on. Um, what more? I like a lot of things in this. Like, first of all, we learned the fact that Rimuru can. Well, first of all, he learned a lot of new abilities. He can clone himself, just like Ifrit. He can create combine techniques into new ones, like Black Flame, which is clearly a black lightning that he had with the fire that Shizu had because of Ifrit. And even like techniques that he had since a long time, because when he was in the cave and like he devoured I don't know how many monsters with insane abilities, and he did not use all of them. Like armor, I don't remember seeing him using before, but he apparently get for someone in that cave. So yeah, and of course a lot of other abilities that you can like combine. Like, it's crazy just imagining all the abilities that he had and combining them. Like, he can basically create anything at this point, considering how much skills different, completely different that he had. Also, he can change his appearance. He don't need to look like that. But of course, since it is the face that we are watching in the opening and the ending, I'm gonna say that he probably will not do this, at least not regularly, and he will probably always be looking like that, and of course his normal, regular slime form. And sometime, of course, he will do something different, and maybe look like a little different, more like a man, more like a woman, or even like old forms like a giant wolf, for example, he also used before. I wonder if the explanation, because I was really not expecting that this show would be so deep. Um, I think after the couple of episodes that we had before, yeah, it is going to be. Of course, with funny episodes and moments, of course, don't need to be any series don't need to be like profound meaning every second, you know. But I wonder if one of the reasons he may not change his form, even if he don't like, clearly don't like being how it's called, androgynous. Um, but first of all, he points very well. As a slime, he is androgynous. He so it's not that absurd. He even points a lot of interesting things, like he can hear and see and a lot of things better as a slime, which makes sense. When you are a human, you are limited of a lot of things that as a slime. It is fast. I probably what gonna happen. Yeah, he. I mean, I don't know how much like being in a human form tire him, like make him tired. Probably yes, but probably also not much. So he probably will just adjust. No, uh, he probably will change whatever it means better suit for the occasion. Um, um, one more. We we see a lot of things about like, oh, you gonna eat with us, and it is such a small thing, right? Um, he don't need to eat, and he don't like. This is such a small thing, especially because he's like kinda. Well, he's more than a king. He also he's more like a god. Um, because he was serving like a protector and all like, and if you really think about how the structure of the place it is with um they already have a king, the king of ogres, and the Ranga is also already the leader of the wolves, so like yeah. um such small details like that are so good, and they have like now a possibility of him being like this person that is adorable by adorned way, that is respected by everyone. One because of his power, but also because of his benevolence, because his intelligence, political abilities as well, and many other things. And small things like eating with everyone, right? How good will be, and I wonder, especially when his village become a kingdom, which I'm sure is going to be because more people. Every episode, almost more people are going there and to live there, and the place is going bigger and bigger. I wonder how much, especially other countries, will see his relationship being a king. Well, we see, for example, the king of the dwarves, and I mean, from all we saw, at least very little, he don't look like the type of king that would sit down with everyone, even like uh, very poor people from his kingdom, and eat. Let us eat all together, right? Um, I'm not saying that he is like the one that is only eat with his family or anything. He probably eat with some very rich people and all, and that in a big saloon, things like that. I'm not seeing him doing things like Rimuru that probably will have everyone in a big place, everyone in the whole kingdom when it is going to become a kingdom. Like right now, it's probably very easily because they don't have much people. Um, they just need one place, and probably it is easy to place everyone. But yeah, I'm just thinking of the possibilities of other places. Also, we did not see much of the human kingdoms and other places. But yeah, also I like all the characters that we got introduced, like Magicker, Ogre Magic, Swordsman Magic. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have to remember and note down all his names because there are like a lot of new characters. I think we're 6 or something, and apparently they're gonna all be like important characters since they are like just in great how can I say that in great they are appearing in front of everyone, right? In the ending, and probably in the opening as well. I have to rewatch that. And I talk a lot, so we see you we see you again in the next episode. So let me know what you think about this episode and all the new um, race of people. Is that how I can say? Like, what do you think about the ogres? So, bye.